Okay, let's unpack this. We're diving into a deep, dense stack of sources, all about TGL, the high-tech, innovative golf league that's finally fusing advanced technology with live primetime competition.
Yeah, and the material here, it's basically your complete guide to season 2.
Exactly. It feels like this is setting the stage for, well, maybe the most significant shakeup in professional golf we've seen in a long time.
That's right. And our mission today really is to give you that instant expertise on TGL. We need to, cut through the marketing to understand the actual mechanics,
The gameplay itself.
the gameplay, the star power on these rosters, and the immediate narratives that are fueling this new season. It's not enough to know who is playing.
Right.
We need to understand how the tech changes the game and why this high-profile ownership is really the league's central bet.
And I think that focus on strategy, that's really the key here, isn't it?
Yeah.
TGL is a partnership with the PGA Tour, and it's trying to take the structure of team sports.
And apply it to a game that's always been so individual.
Yes, it's a 2-hour team competition built for speed, for TV.
Okay.
You have 4 players on a roster, but only 3 compete in any single match.
And this entire philosophy, it all hinges on one physical place, the SoFi Center in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida.
The purpose-built venue.
Exactly. That's where the magic happens. It's the hub where this massive, data-rich virtual course meets a unique, first-of-its-kind physical short game complex.
The whole thing is designed to solve the 2 biggest complaints about traditional golf, right? Pace and accessibility.
Sure.
And that blend of virtual and physical, I mean, that's the core premise we need to zoom in on first.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you look at the rules, the mandate is clear. Playing a TGL hole requires all the same shots as any other course.
They call it from screen to green,
Right.
and it's the most critical distinction. This isn't just simulator golf.
No.
The player hits the long shots, your driver, your irons, into this massive screen that gives you hyper-realistic data and projection. But then, once the ball is projected to be within a certain distance, say 50 yards,
The action completely shifts.
yeah, the player physically moves from that launch bay onto the real turf of the green,
The short game complex.
where they have to actually chip and putt into a real hole. And this complex, it's dynamic. The physical contours of the green can instantly change to match the virtual course.
Yes, so the putting and chipping are completely real, completely
Right.
skill dependent.
100%.
Yeah.
And the sources highlight other technical aspects that are core to the flow. Beyond the screen and the green, you have the concept of the hammer.
Ah, the hammer. This is that match play bonus mechanic, right?
Exactly. It's designed to inject this immense pressure late in the game. It's often the tiebreaker, it prevents draws, and it just ensures a dramatic finish.
It forces these top-level players to make incredibly quick, critical decisions. It's pure TV.
It is. And speaking of the course design, the TGL setup allows them to constantly introduce new branded elements that, traditional courses just can't do.
Like the new hole for Season 2, Cenote.
Right. And what's fascinating is the strategy behind a name like that. A cenote in the Yucatan is this deep, water-filled limestone sinkhole.
So the hole is designed to mimic that.
You got it. A challenging, deep bunker complex, high stonework, dense virtual vegetation. It immediately sets a high strategic bar that's, well, it's way more than just a sand trap.
And beyond the whole designs, they're really capitalizing on team identity with these team holes.
Yeah.
That's a brilliant branding move.
It gives them a kind of virtual home advantage.
Yeah. You see things like 4-4 for Atlanta Drive GC.
And the very obvious Big Apple for the New York Golf Club.
Or the Jupe Life for Jupiter Links, which is a great nod to Jupiter, Florida. And then the flashy Showtime for the Los Angeles Golf Club.
This is all designed to build immediate, tangible loyalty between fans and teams. It's something traditional golf has always struggled with outside of just rooting for one player.
And the fact that it's all live, prime time on ESPN and the ESPN app, that just amplifies everything.
Absolutely. But, all of this infrastructure, all this tech, it means nothing without the players. And the star power here, the roster stats are, frankly, unbelievable.
They really are.
When you look across the collective roster, the aggregate totals are 242 PGA Tour wins, 34 major wins, and 834 weeks at number 1.
Wow.
This isn't just high-level competition. It's a concentration of living golf legends and the current titans of the game.
That context is just vital. We're not talking about some fringe league. This is the best in the world, just operating under completely new rules. So let's unpack the 6 teams for the 2025-2026 season.
Yeah, because the blend of player and owner identities, it really reveals the league's global marketing strategy.
So we have to start with the reigning champs, Atlanta Drive GC.
Of course, they're owned by Arthur M. Blank, who, as you know, also owns the NFL's Atlanta Falcons.
Right.
And their roster is a powerhouse of consistency. You've got Justin Thomas, Patrick Cantlay, Billy Horschel, and Lucas Glover. They set the bar in Season 1.
And their big rivals, the New York Golf Club, the Bluebirdie Squad.
This team is owned by the billionaire Stephen Cohen, owner of the New York Mets. Again, you see that cross-sport institutional money.
And they're fielding a very strong response with Matt Fitzpatrick, Ricky Fowler, Xander Schauffele, and Cameron Young. A great lineup.
And then you get to the intersection of sports, tech, and just pure celebrity. The Los Angeles Golf Club, or LAGC.
This is the one owned by tech entrepreneur Alexis Ohanian and, of course, the tennis legends Serena and Venus Williams.
That ownership group immediately targets a global audience that goes way beyond traditional golf fans, and their roster reflects that. You have international stars like Tommy Fleetwood and Justin Rose,
Alongside young American talents like Colin Morikawa and Seth Theegala. It's a genius piece of branding, really.
It is.
You'll have people who don't know golf tuning in because of the Williams sisters,
Okay.
and then they get hooked by the intensity of watching Morikawa and Fleetwood.
Without a doubt. And speaking of name recognition, you can't overlook the Jupiter Links Golf
A
Club.
Tigers team.
This is essentially Tiger Woods' franchise, owned by his TGR Ventures with David Blitzer. And the roster, I mean, it brings the heat. Woods himself, the young talent Tom Kim, the super popular Max Homa, and the veteran Kevin Kisner.
The fact that Tiger is not just playing, but is a principal owner, that's the stamp of approval that legitimizes the whole league.
It is, but what's equally important is the institutional sports backing you see from groups like Fenway Sports Group,
Who own the Boston Red Sox, Liverpool FC.
and now Boston Common Golf, nicknamed the Ball Frogs. Their roster is another incredible assembly of global talent. You've got Rory McIlroy, Keegan Bradley, Hideki Matsuyama, and Adam Scott.
That's some serious global star power, especially with McIlroy, who has been such a huge advocate for this format.
And finally, for the current field, you have the Bay Golf Club.
Owned by Mark Lasry's Avenue Sports Fund and NBA superstar Stephen Curry. Another massive cross-sport hook.
And they seem to be building around youth and global appeal. The roster is Ludwig Auberg, Wyndham Clark, Minwoo Lee, and Shane Lowry.
That is a dynamic, exciting group. A blend of established major champion talent with these unbelievable rising stars.
The message is just so clear. They're investing in both star power and infrastructure. And to show that trajectory, we should mention the newest team.
Right, the Motor City Golf Club.
Owned by Middle West Partners, already scheduled to launch in 2027. So this league is not slowing down its expansion.
No. And if we zoom out, the immediate narrative for Season 2 is all about high-stakes rivalry. The scheduling proves it.
Absolutely. There's no easing into the season.
Not at all. The whole thing kicks off with an instant rematch, confirmed for tomorrow, featuring New York Golf Club versus Atlanta Drive GC.
It's strategic genius. Atlanta returns to the SoFi Center 9 months after winning the Season 1 finals against New York.
So they're picking up exactly where that intense rivalry left off. They're capitalizing on existing history.
And the league is just brilliant at building this ongoing narrative through their content strategy. It's so much more aggressive than traditional golf.
Yeah, the sources show a huge focus on Season 1 review content that spotlights personality, not just the scores.
Precisely. They are deliberately building team lore. You see titles focusing on behind-the-scenes access, like hot mic videos for all the major teams.
That raw audio gives fans this unique window into the team dynamics under pressure.
And that transparency is what draws people in who might find traditional golf a bit, slow or stuffy. They also use specific highlights to define the league's identity.
Like the compilations of the best of Season 1 hammers.
Yes, that shows you exactly how pivotal and dramatic that specific mechanic is, and they don't shy away from moments of pressure either.
You mean like the Tiger shot clock incident?
The sources specifically recall the moment of Tiger's shot clock violation and his public response. That anecdote is perfect because it shows the unique constraints of the format.
Right. Even a legend like Tiger Woods can get flustered by the pace and the technical rules.
It makes the players relatable, but it also keeps the competition fierce and highlights the unique demands of this arena golf.
It's a curated, fast-paced story. They are shifting the fans' focus from watching one player over 4 days to investing in a team rivalry that plays out over 2 intense hours.
And that synthesis is the key takeaway.
So what does this all mean? We've seen that TGL is banking on technological innovation, the SoFi Center, the screen-to-green process. It's banking on institutional team loyalty fostered by these cross-sport ownership groups.
And of course, the star-studded rosters. You're blending giants like Tiger and Rory with dynamic new players like Ludwig Ohlberg.
So you are now well-informed on the league structure, the 6 core teams, the innovative gameplay, and the intense rivalry that is kicking off Season 2.
And that strategic emphasis on the team dynamic, supported by content like the hot mic clips, it demonstrates that TGL is fundamentally trying to cultivate loyalty to a team, a collective unit.
It's a massive, deliberate departure from traditional golf's singular individual focus.
And it's backed by some of those influential names in sports and finance. It's a compelling package, really, built for the modern sports consumer.
Which raises an important question for you to consider as you watch this season unfold.
The TGL format, it demands peak performance in 2 very different environments. You have virtual precision for the long game, and then you have real-world touch and feel on that physical, reconfigurable short game complex.
So given those specific skill sets, data-driven distance versus practical putting and chipping, what type of traditional golfer do you think is ultimately best equipped to dominate this new hybrid high-pressure format? The powerful long hitter or the specialized short game tactician?